Yo, it's Verge, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to do some nuanced Fate tech as well as like the practical applications for it. And mainly it's just to show you how to rush down with Fate inside of Trait, and some chip options as well as plus frames. Also, I'm going to be showing you some like ungrabbable tech. Yeah, so anyway, how you do this, I'm going to show you how to do the combo first, because that's what it's based off of. Just the combo, and then the combo by itself on block gives you plus frames. So for the combo, you can start it by doing any normal that doesn't give a knockdown. So like stand 2, back 1, stand 1, stand 1 into release Ankh, and then recall Ankh, like that. So if you look at my inputs, I'm doing forward 2, and then I release the Ankh, and then I recall the Ankh. Now, if you want to launch and then combo, you're gonna have to do the release on the latter frames of the forward 2, because the more time that is like between that cancel window makes you like more plus, and it makes it easier for you to like launch and full combo from it. So on block, this is generally going to be like +2 if you're doing this correctly. So I'm going to show that right there. There's going to be a small gap in between this that your opponent's going to be able to press out of, and that's going to be some tech that's going to enable them to back 3. I'm already showing anti-tech, but like there is anti-tech to the anti-tech. So they could just not try to eat the pressure at all and try to commit to something, but you have reads for that and you can OS it. So the OS, obviously if you do this, they're not going to be able to back 3 or jump, and if you meter burn it, you're going to be able to full combo. So the OS option to do is to do forward 2 release into back 2, and this stops your opponent from jumping in as well as being able to back 3, and from this you can full combo punish, or if you see that they don't jump or do back 3, then you can simply go for grab mix afterwards. So those are your options after forward 2 release. So an option that you can do as well to guarantee some chip, you could do forward 2 release into glyph, and as you can see this is around +3 to 4 depending on when you release glyph, and basically it enables you to jail forward 2 and your opponent can't press, and it does 6% chip. So Fate has 2 different types of untechable grabs. The first one is like preemptive, and it's a read that your opponent isn't going to press off of something, or you could be plus. You just grab them as soon as the Ankh hits the ground. And then there's the other kind, which is stopping your opponent from actually teching, and the grab animation still goes through, but if they try to tech it, then they get hit with the Ankh. So with the jump in, this basically enables you to get the grab untechable mix, where they have to guess. If your jump in's meaty, then you can do the untechable one, but if your jump in's sort of meaty, then you should probably do the preemptive one. And this creates a mix-up where your opponent has to guess. They can jump out of both of these, so the only way that you have to reinforce this is to do back 2 into glyph, and you can become plus off of this if you release and then go into glyph. So combo enders to get into this tech, you could do release into dash in. So how I'm ending my combo is I'm doing forward 2 up 3 into recall release, and then this allows me to dash in for free, or you could do orb. That's also another viable option. It's just that the Ankh is instant, where the orb takes a little bit more time to travel on screen. So this is going to mark the section where we're going to start talking about 2 Ankhs, as that pretty much covered everything with 1 Ankh. So if you choose to do forward to release into glyph, this will make you, if you do this correctly, this sets up a true strike throw that is ungappable, and there's nothing that your opponent can do except to either guess on grab. They could tech the grab, or you could bait and then go for a jump 3. So this is an example of Fate's untechable grab within the frames between the first and second Ankh, and there is actually no way for your opponent to get out of this. Sometimes at certain ranges, if they block a certain way, then they might be able to jump out of the first and second, but otherwise they're going to get hit no matter what, even if they push block. So off of a meaty jump in, the concept still remains that you can do a preemptive untechable grab, but the difference here is if your opponent reads that you're going to do that, they're going to jump. So if you do forward 2, you can full combo from this, and obviously I'm trying to record this, so it's not going to be easy thing to do, but you can see that it's a starter if they read that you're going to grab, so they're going to jump. So with this ender, you're able to set up a scenario where forward 2 Ankh release recall is not punishable by down 1, and they can't get out of it. So the big thing here is it enables you to set up an untechable grab as opposed to just a regular grab, and the mix is just so much stronger simply because you get a buff on your grab and your jump 3, so either of your options are significantly enhanced, as you could just do this into another grab, which is sort of a double mix-up. So with 3 Ankhs, if you do forward to release into glyph, it creates a really good mix-up situation that's even better than 2 Ankhs. That's simply because you can jump the second Ankh, but if you jump the second Ankh, you run the risk of them doing a down 1 and catching you for it. And even if you do, they're able to, as Fate, you're able to convert off of that if you react to it. But let's say you don't hit them with down 1 and instead they just take the chip. Well, then they're still in your face, and they still have to eat the mix of whether or not you're going to grab or you're going to do. So I want to note in the corner, forward to release recall leaves you within down 1 range, and you're +2. So down 1 release recall is +2 by itself. And basically what this does is it sort of sets up a pseudo infinite, where your opponent has to make a choice to either take the down 1 or take the Ankh, or they could try to jump her back 3. And at any point, you're safe simply because you can do down 1 glyph into release, and you're still in their face and you can still pressure them. So in the corner, you could do straight combo into side switch, and you can end on orb in your opponent's face. And why this is important is because this is an untechable throw for the majority of the cast, with exceptions like Superman and like a few other characters.